Yo, what's going on guys? Hope everybody's doing well today and welcome back to another Bleach Immortal Soul video. As you guys all know, well, maybe not everybody, but as most of you know, we did get Ulquiorra today. I did live stream my summons and like 200 people came in, so thank you so much for the support and love you guys showed. I really appreciate everybody, every single one who came in. Thank you so much guys. But yeah, I did summon for him. I got him to 4-star. I built him up. And this is what my Ulquiorra is looking like right now, man. Already at 45k power. I had the materials to level him up and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of besides the point. In this video, I'm going to be going over whether you should summon for him or not. And once again, guys, this is my personal opinion on, Ulquiorra. At the end of the day, it's up to you to decide whether you want to summon or not. But I'm just going to give you guys my mind of thought, what I think of him, if he's worth summoning, and all that stuff. So first and foremost, just like all my other should you summon videos, I like to go over the character himself. Now, if you guys don't know, they actually changed him quite a bit. In my opinion, the change was for the better, but they changed his skills and stuff. So let's go ahead and go over his skills, and yeah. So we got his mastery skill, which is his combo skill right here. Deals damage to a single enemy, recovers 15% of the missing HP, and increases 75% of the effect reduction rate for 1 round. So what this basically, it's a really good attack. Now he only attacks one opponent, which is not great, but then again, it's just his mastery skill. What's really good at it is that he heals for 15% of the missing HP, and 15% is honestly quite a lot, or at least I think it is. That's a really good HP boost, and he increases 75% of the effect reduction rate for 1 round. So also super good. His rage attack right here. It's been changed quite a bit because back in the day, his rage attack attacked all enemies actually, but now it attacks a column of enemies. Now it might seem like a nerf. It is technically a nerf, but at the same time, keep in mind that he's very broken, and him attacking all enemies would have just kind of been too broken for him. And that's another reason they gave him, a vermilion bird, because if he was a black tortoise, it'd be big trouble. Like, he'd be doing big stuff out there. So he's just really broken, even as a vermilion bird. But let's go over his his rage attack. I'm sorry. Deals damage to a column of enemies. Recovers 20% of the missing HP. Super high. 20% is massive. And inflicts burning to enemy target for 2 rounds. Deals 3% extra damage to every stock of DOT of the enemy target. So really good. 20% is a massive heal. It's even bigger than Shinsui's, I believe. But it's a massive heal, and it actually does 221% damage. So the damage he's doing from his rage attack is actually really nice. 100% a really good rage attack. Now, I wanted to show you guys his awakened weapon because his awakened weapon is broken, man. It is seriously broken. His awakened weapon right here deals damage to a column of enemies. He gets an extra 8% of heals, so 28% of the missing HP. Inflicts burning to enemy target for 2 rounds. Deals 3% extra damage to every stack of DOT of the enemy target, and recovers 3% of the lost HP. And this is where it gets broken. Front row allies damage reduction rates are increased by 15% for 1 round. Holy crap, that is so good. Like if you have 3 tanks up front and you use his rage attack, these tanks are going to be tanking really good, dude. 15% damage reduction is big, man. It is really big. 100% really good awakened weapon. I cannot wait till he gets his soul box banner so I can actually summon for his weapon, because I'm definitely not going to buy it because we all know that weapons are overpriced unless they maybe change it. But yeah, this is a character right here. Let's go over his bonds really quick. These are unlocked, I don't know, but increases his HP by 15%. Him and Zangetsu, he gives an HP boost of 15%. Him, Orihime, and Ichigo attack 15%. And then his clothes give him HP, his tome gives him attack, and his emblem gives him HP. So lots and lots of HP boost, which is great because he's a tank, obviously, and he has really good heals. So yeah, his base stats are also super good. And yeah, this is Ulquiorra right here, and his talent is really good actually. All characters deal 1% or more damage. 1% is not a lot, but keep in mind, all characters get it. So every single character right here gets that 1% damage boost on their rage skill. But yeah, let's get into the actual thing. Should you summon for Ulquiorra? So, for free-to-play players, now obviously for whales, I'm not going to say much. Summon, even if he doesn't fit on your team, summon for bonds, and try to get him on your team because he is that good, honestly. But for free-to-play players, here's my thoughts on the banner right here. Now the banner doesn't have the new units, so that's a bummer. I was really hoping they'd finally add the new units, but they did not add the new units. So that's something to consider because it's not confirmed, obviously, but there's a really good possibility in the future that maybe like Grimmjow's banner, White Ichigo's banner might have the new units on the banner, but like I said, it is not confirmed, so don't take my word, but it does suck that there's no new characters on his summons right here. So as a character himself, he's broken, man. Like, let me show you guys, because I'm actually running him right here. As you guys can see, he's right here. He's going to be a permanent for now, probably even a permanent for the rest of my team. Because I took out Byakuya and put him because he's that good, man. If you guys were watching my live stream, I was showing a lot of gameplay, and you guys should know why he's good. But as a character himself, if you want to invest in him, go ahead and invest because he can deal damage, he can tank, and he heals himself. And there's something really crazy about Squad Boss that I'll show you guys in a second. But as a character, if you want him as... I mean, Ulquiorra is a cool character. A lot of people love Ulquiorra, so if you want him as your favorite character, you're in luck because your favorite character is actually really good. But if you just want him to use, that doesn't matter. He's still super good. So if you get him to use, that's perfect. Go ahead and put him on your team. And guys, it is okay to just run him as a solo bird. It's not that big of a deal. If you run him as a solo bird, just make sure your other units are linking together. Like as you guys can see, I have 2 black tortoises. I have 2 Azures, and I have 1 Tiger. So I'm not getting a boost from Tiger and Bird, but it's not that big of a deal. Don't stress too much about it not having the boost. But if you do want to run him, some really good units to run him are going to be like Klupi and Hiyori. There is other units, but these are just an example. Like if Hiyori with him is stupidly good because they're both healers, tanking healers, and they're both birds. So they're going to be up front tanking really crazy. So Hiyori with him, in my opinion, is probably the ultimate combination. Hiyori and Ulquiorra are probably the best 2-man Vermilion bird in my opinion as of right now. But if you don't want him, should you still summon for him? I'd say yes, even as a free-to-play, and here's why. Now, Ulquiorra, as we all know, is an Espada. We still have yet to get all the Espadas, but I'm sure in the future of this game we're going to get all the Espadas, if not all of them, then most of them. And I'm very, very positive that he's going to be a bond for these Espada characters. I mean, he's already good enough for bonds right now. He bonds with a couple of characters. But I'm very positive that in the future, the Espadas that are going to come out, he's probably going to be needed for a bond. Yami's probably just one example. But I'm very positive that he's going to be needed for bonds whenever future Espadas come out. And that's why I would probably pick him up even just for bonds, because I think he's going to be a really good bond for the future. And even if you don't, even if you just want him as a bond and you don't want to use him, maybe in the future you will change your mind to use him because he is actually really damn good. I've been saying this for, like the past 8 minutes of the video. He's good, he's good. But I'm saying that because he's super good. Like, I never, like, for example, Bankai Toshiro. Bankai Toshiro is good, but I wasn't telling people to summon, because there's better choices. But I'm telling you to summon here because he's broken, right? In my opinion, he's broken. Like, these skills right here just make him a beast of a tank. And I know a lot of people may not have tanks right now, so this is kind of like the perfect chance because, like I said, you can run him as a solo tank, and he'll do just fine. So that's why 100% summon for him if you want him, summon if he's your favorite character, and summon even if you want him just for bonds, because he's worth it. Now, skipping him, it's still not a bad idea. If you don't want to use him, you might miss out on bonds in the future, but the thing is, nobody knows what the future bonds look like, so he might not even be in bonds in the future, but I'm just assuming that he will because he's an Espada and there's many other Espadas, so there's a good chance that he might not even be that good of a bond character, so you can skip him. But that's why I'm saying at the end of the day, it is up, to you to summon because I don't know the information and neither do most people. So overall, bonds, I'd say summon, but obviously nothing is guaranteed. As a character himself, 100% summon if you need a good tank, because he's a tank that can deal damage and do many other stuff, and overall, he's just that good of a character. So that's pretty much it, my thoughts on the summons. Now, something that might make you want to summon even more is going to be for future events. And let me, like when I said earlier about squad bosses, let me show you exactly what I was talking about. Let's just hop in squad boss real quick. Before I hop in, I want to go over one of his skills one last time, right? Did I even go over that skill? I don't even think I went over his last skill. Yeah, I didn't go over that skill, so I'm sorry if I didn't. But this skill right here, his passive skill, all allies DOT damage increases greatly when deployed. Straight off the bat, super good. That means, you know, your Yamamoto burn damage, your Byakuya bleed damage, Dongetsu, Ichigo, their bleed damage is going to be increased, so super good. And here's where he shines big time. At the beginning of each round, Solita Vista marks a random enemy for 1 round. And let's see what it does. When ally target deals damage to the marked enemy, ally targets recovers 2.5% of the max HP, and the marked enemy gets 10% more damage. So basically, if you hop in a fight, let me just show you guys real quick. Friends, let me just fight him, for example. Come on, load up. There we go. So you guys will see what I'm talking about. See, like his Joshua, for example, he has a little eye on him. That's his Solita Visa, I believe it's called. But basically, Joshiro, every time he gets attacked, he's going to get 10% more damage. And every time an ally attacks, they're going to heal for 2.5% of their max HP. So his passive skill is amazing. And it works on event bosses, I'm pretty sure, because I did go in squad bosses and it was activated in squad bosses. Now this is really big because it's going to help you survive the squad boss and you're going to be dealing way more damage. Let's see here. So yeah, he got the eye right here. So every time I attack him, he's going to get 10% more damage, which is big, man. That is so big. 10% more damage on the squad boss. It could be like over 1,000,000 damage, right? And the best part is, I know a lot of people struggle with squad boss because they keep dying. Every single time you're gonna attack the squad boss, you're gonna heal for 2.5% to help you stay alive. So Ulquiorra is honestly just so perfect, right? He's good in PvP, he's good in PvE, he's good for a squad boss. Like, he's just so universal everywhere. So my overall, summon review, summon on him. He's good, man. But yeah, I think I went over everything. If you guys have any questions, like always, leave it in the comment section below, and I will try my best to get back to you. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe, and turn on notifications so you do not miss any future uploads. And I'm also going to do a showcase on him right after this video, so keep an eye out for that showcase. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Goodbye.